We should be streaming.
We shall see in just a moment.
Generally this way is faster. Yep,
Alright, so we are indeed live. Good to know.
We're going to be spending a bit of time here. Oh! Looks like Twitch's ad thing is finally kicked in.
That's good to know. So, hello everyone, welcome back to this playthrough of Super Robot Wars Z2 Saisei. So before we actually get started here, we're going to just sit around for a minute, because this is perhaps the most important bit of the route, and we want to make sure there are actually people watching who can give input on this. In today's chapter, we're going to have to make the decision on what Crowe's upgrade is going to be. Do we want to go with the melee super robot upgrade for him, or do we want to go with the ranged real robot upgrade for him?
I've made a decision if no one else makes a decision.
Zero here has said that if no one chimes in the chat or anything, he's just going to go ahead and pick the melee super.
Because I think it looks cooler.
In all honesty, it's less fitting with Crowe's personality and his eventual upgrade, the Li-Brasta T, but that also means you see it a lot less. Element-wise,
it's got the body of the R, but the weapons of the B.
Combat-wise, the Li-Brasta T inherits far more from the Li-Brasta B.
Let's see, what other things are worth...
So, we'll just spend a minute here checking to see if there are any other people we want to fully upgrade at this point in time.
Yeah.
So, we don't know quite how long we'll take with this, but...
Probably not terribly long.
But it will be a moment. Let's see. In addition, we'll need to decide here soon. Immediately after this chapter, we have another route split. Do we go off to the dark continent? Or do we stay and head up to space?
Do we seek her and log and stuff? Or do we help Setsuna be a good person? And not a Gundam?
Kind of.
Wait, really?
There are bonuses and penalties to going each way.
Okay, Destiny, that's not what I would have expected.
So to try and explain it, if we were to stay here on Earth... No, it's not even Dark Continent, it's just stay on Earth. So, on Earth, we'll get Black Ox, the robot with a 3-year-old's intelligence that we saw earlier.
Do we actually get Black Ox?
Yes, we actually get Black Ox. In addition, there's a secret there, the Danubi A1, which they mentioned before, but we didn't go on the route that lets us get that earlier. We would have had to go along with Tetsujin back at the really early first route split. We'll get the Black Getter Robo, with Ryoma in it at last, and then we'll get the final Dan Cougar and the Dan Cougar Nova Max God again. It's taken a while to get its upgrade back, so... However, if we go up to space instead, all of the 00 Gundams will get buffed. They'll all get a heavy weapon, a GN heavy weapon attack, along with an additional Trans Am mode for the Karadim, and the 00 gets its Trans Am Razor Sword map attack. We get the new Gundam. The Arius gets the GN Archer combination attack, where his girlfriend comes and helps him out. The Turn A gets the Moonlight Butterfly back, which is very, very nice to have. Moonlight Butterfly, even though it's not the instant death that it is in Z3, where it just drains all energy. Hello! It's still a pretty powerful attack, with a huge map attack built into it. Then we get the Hyakushiki with Captain Quattro. And we get to keep a new returner as a subpilot for the Ptolemaeus.
As long as we don't activate the glitch.
Yes. As, in all honesty, otherwise Setsuna's gonna kill her. Which is bad, because she's Lock-On's girlfriend. We don't want that happening, but it's a secret we could take or skip. So that's what happens on either route.
Yeah, I think I will. I've got the money to burn.
Go ahead.
And Crowe's always going to be.
Range up 1, and energy recover small. So, just to restate one more time here. Part of the reason that we are not actively in stage yet is to try and decide what we're going to do here. As of this stage, we have to decide what upgrade we're going to take for Crowe's main unit. And so, we'd like for anyone in chat or listening here to try and chime in and give your opinion. If no opinions are given, he's just going to go with the melee super robot route, since, in all honesty, you see that a lot less frequently.
I like it.
Anyone else in need of upgrades? Or
Yeah, I'm just checking to see if there's anyone I missed over. Is that even the word? Missed over? I don't think that's
Skipped over.
Skipped over.
skipped over or missed, not missed over.
Alright, I guess we'll go for
Alright.
the melee super robot. Just
Unless anyone
going
else
to
chimes
check
in.
A couple things.
The Destiny has energy save already.
Will up bonus then limit break, or limit break then will up?
For him, I would say the will up, because seed mode. You want to get him into seed mode.
Yeah. Wrong button. Every now and then I get confused.
Fun note for those who do not know, although most people watching this probably do. In Japan, the O and X buttons on a PlayStation controller are reversed. The O is enter and the X is back.
Keep searching for things.
Probably due to the fact that in Japan, O's are used to represent correct answers and the like, and crosses are used to represent wrong answers. If you ever see a Japanese quiz show, you'll often see lots of signs with O's and signs with X's. Or the like.
So
it doesn't look like anyone
yeah,
at
most
the
people
moment.
just need will up stuff at this point, and they need more SP for that. PP? PP.
PP. So,
I will quickly save, and then let's start the game.
alright. So, let's get moving, Crowe. Setsuko, Rand, you left me behind and went ahead on your own, But I've finally come to understand it. The reason behind that zone's existence. I have been reborn within the flow of the origin law. See,
You are just a really old Chunibiao.
if you're going to go to into an eternal sleep and not awaken again, that is fine as well. Back to... We're still in India here. Ikaruga's cafeteria. Mr. Rand and Mal. Come on, you guys didn't need to do something like that. Don't try and take everything on yourselves, you idiots! But that was all we could do at that point. And so he's gone too, just like Setsuko. Let's see. But I don't think they've only got 2 zones there. Then, next time a zone shows up, that time, Mr. Crowe will... Is there anything we can do about this? And after all, even if Crowe winds up sacrificing himself to stop the next one, what do we do after that? Even if you don't say that, we all know. Before any more get placed, we need to take out Insalam, but they're able to make use of dimensional warping. And that's the only time they show up over here. It's impossible to predict where they're going to be. Let's see. In order to try and predict where Islam's movement, we've been working on developing dimensional radars, but it still hasn't been proved viable yet. And as of yet, even Professor Tri hasn't been able to find a way to get them out of Setsuko and the others out of the zones. Do we have any idea what Islam's been doing since then? We haven't got a single clue. All of the squadrons they deployed in India have completely retreated. In other words, they attacked India just to place that zone? Or, if you think of it the other way, hey, for Islam, activating the zone would be the same thing as victory. Let's see. Just like that Rook Adamon. If they were able to deploy monsters like that Rook Adamon and as weapons more often, we wouldn't have any way of counterattacking. If only we could figure out where they're going to place those zones in advance. Let's see. We can't predict that. Let's see. We'll know as soon as Insalam appears again. Well, if they really do see those zones as their main priority, then being able to stop the people who have the ability to cancel them out would be their main priority. Then Insalam's going to try and target Mr. Crowe? Yep.
Which means we get to use the greatest unit of all time in this chapter.
Come forth, Giga Adamon! That's the new artificial dimensional beast? Now, Giga Adamon, show your strength to His Highness! New class of dimensional beast.
This thing isn't scary at all. Dimensional walls? What's that?
Are they tasty? No, but they're easily punctured. Just be glad it's not the fourth wall. It took out a Dino Diamond in a single hit? What do you think, Your Highness? That is the perfected form of our artificial dimensional beasts, the Giga Adamon. See. The Adamon was something that was created utilizing dimensional beasts that the King of Destruction had created. Let's see. So, what did you do to it? So this was merely a test. Let's see. Yes, the Adamon. The Adamon class was something that was based on previously created things. They just, equipped it with extra gear. However, this Giga Adamon is something that a totally artificial dimensional beast created through use of our revived cells in my dimensional science. This truly is the overwhelming power that shall bring victory to Your Highness in Salam. See, the fact that it's been perfected means that we don't need to turn any more people into dimensional beasts, right? Let's see. In order to directly transform people and their machines into dimensional beasts. Something about needing to directly apply dimensional energy. You need to apply a considerable amount of dimensional energy here, so it is extremely inefficient. However, we were able to overcome that weakness and strengthen and create something even stronger than an Adamon class. The result of that is this Giga Adamon. I see. That's good. But that Dino Daemon, it was a former Arcsaber, wasn't it? I've heard that the Dino Daemons were only created when someone of a high knight class or above was turned into a dimensional beast. I wonder who it was. Number 6, Jimmy Rantel. Number 14, Matthew Listel. Or could it be number 17? Your Highness, remember, those who are turned into dimensional beasts are no longer Arcsabers. Feeling that they would probably He wished to consider to fight for Islam no matter what happened to them. I allowed you to turn them into remodified dimensional beasts. But Ambrone, please, don't use them in any more pointless experiments like this. Understood. Oh well. After all, since we've been able to perfect this Giga Atomon, we should be able to win this war incredibly quickly. See. I may as well send one of them off to go help out Gerard as he's attempting to hunt down that sphere holder. I suppose he'll probably be angry about it, though. About how it wounds his pride. Wayne, You heading out? What is the phrase that he has been using here? You heading out, Master? Of course. There's no reason for a Knight of Knights like you to listen to what that old hag has to say. Let's see. Should not doubt her. After all, she was given this position of Prime Minister directly by His Highness. And besides, my knightly blood is boiling here. I truly do wish to seek out a strong foe. Master? I suppose that using the Diem for the sake of my own, for a duel that I wish merely on my own, would sully the name of the Knight of Knights. But that's just how strong Crowe and that Zexus group are. Can you win? A foolish question. I swear by these scars on my face that I shall bring victory back. Can I ask you, Master, about that wound? I heard that the wound on your left is something you received in the fight against the King of Destruction. But what about the right? I did that myself. For what purpose? In order to never forget. My wife, my child, and the failure of that day. In that fight against the King of Destruction, Islam lost much. The surroundings were turned into a land of death. Many citizens perished. And even King Islam the 72nd was sent to the heavens by the King of Destruction. Even though I was the Knight of Knights, I was not able to protect His Highness. If you're going to say that, all of us Arcsabers lost to him! Let's see. At that time, after the King of Destruction had left, I swore to all of those citizens who still lived, we would not fail a second time. For something like that, you wound up scarring yourself? I thought it would be good if I could feel even 1,000th of what my wife and child must have felt then. Master? After we lost the King of Destruction, Islam has truly become stronger thanks to Lady Ambrone's dimensional science. And thanks to that, I have obtained unmeasurable power as well. At the cost of that abysmal day of failure, we gained so much. Let's see. make the loss sound like a positive thing. The citizens of Arsalam don't exist for the sake of strength alone. It's exactly as you say, Wayne. You should seek the strength for yourself, without needing those sacrifices. Master. My old friend Cheval said it. If it's you, you'd be able to transcend me, you'd be able to transcend him, and eventually become that Knight of Knights as well. And that's why, in Cheval's place, I've been watching over you. Chih! So I've got yet another loudmouth teacher, huh? Where are you going, Wayne? I'm off to go see the Sepharda's repairs. It got pretty beat up after that last fight with Crowe. I'll wait for word of your victory, Master. Once you get back, why don't we train for a bit? A succession of difficult battles, I suppose that's what it means to live. I'll be waiting, Knight of Knights. That's right, Wayne. You can become stronger than anyone else. Lord Gerard. Margaret. Remember this. The Arcsabers do not fight for the sake of Insalam. Huh? To fight for the sake of that which you believe in. That's what it means to be an Arcsaber. In my case, my goal is Insalam. But for you, it seems to be His Highness himself. Try and remember it. See. The joy of the citizens back when you were first appointed head of the Royal Guard. See. The beautiful scenery of you and His Highness together at that time. To the citizens, it represented an incredibly beautiful, bright future for Insalam. But everything has changed. Both Insalam, the Prince, and even my heart. Is that so? If that's the case, then simply live as you think is right, for the sake of that which you believe in. Lord Gerard? Let us head off. It is time to depart. Back to Chicago in the Britannian Empire. Scott Lab's hangar. This is no good. Get out of there, Crowe. The VX's output isn't rising anywhere near as high as we needed. This rate, it'll be impossible to even move the brass after we've powered it up. I thought before we're finishing up the new model, I'd test the VX system on its own. Things aren't going at all well. Sorry, Chief. Let me try one more time. Well, in the end, tests are just tests. When it comes to thinking about activating the VX system in the middle of a heated battle, I guess it's pointless to try something like this. Besides, we don't have time. I need to go ahead and get it installed in the new model as well. Understood. By the way, there are two choices for you. Choices? How we're going to deal with powering up the Brasta. Based on the combat data you've sent me so far, I've got two main plans. With what we decide here, with the way things have been going here, with your current mix of melee and ranged attacks won't be able to handle things. Oh, Are you upset? I understand what you're trying to say, but... you can be so delicate at times. Alright. So, dealing with that yours has to do with the two plans? In other words, we're going to adjust things in two basic ways. Plan A is a melee combat type. Let's see. It's designed with incredibly high power and output. It will crush an opponent in a single blow. If you're trying to think of it another way, think of it as the Brasta Super Robot version. And the other one is... Plan B is a range type. It's got to focus on high mobility and being able to outrange your opponents. Which one we picked it upgraded into will be up to you. So that's so. Now, the time has come. If anyone else in the chat wishes to chime in with
Guess melee.
which opinion they want.
Yeah, if there's anyone else really.
Alright, so. Melee it is.
I mean, you haven't seen the melee in action.
Yes, well, and we can always make a separate save here in case people get upset with us later. I prefer melee combat. Best the upgrades on that, please. Alright, then we'll go with Plan A. You just stay here and cool your head for a bit. If you wind up trying to focus too much, things might not go so well. Sorry about that. After all, even I wouldn't think a demon like my chief would be worried about me. After all, you're someone who's very important to me. Chief. So I'll do everything I can here. Leave the upgrades to me. Someone important to her, huh? How are you doing, the poor guy? Hey, it's been a while, idiot. You seem pretty busy. Just wait a minute. Wait a minute there, poor man. After all, I am the one who's shouldering your debt. You haven't forgotten that, have you? I'm sorry, oh great idiot. That's fine. Well... I may as well go ahead and ask you, oh great idiot. But where did you get your hands on the VX? Try asked that as well, but I have no intention of answering. After all, for someone like you who isn't even able to master the VX system, there's no point in learning where it came from, is there? I guess so, but... After all, from my point of view, the fact that you're able to use the VX, you called it a sphere or something, right? The fact that you're able to use that at all is strange. I'd heard that it was supposed to react to an unshakable strong will, but in your case, it's almost like you don't have any will at all. What? Let's see. It's almost as if you have no independence. You're just like a leaf being dragged along by the situation and the currents. And it's your heart wavering slowly amidst it. No matter what happens, no matter how unfortunate things may seem to you, as long as there's a path that's been laid out for you, you'll just happily go along with it. Try and say that one more time. If you wish, you'll say it as many times as you like. You... If there's nothing tying you down, you don't feel like you exist at all. That's why you purposefully wound up taking on all of these debts, isn't it? You may be right about that. I know, right? The fact that I was so pissed about that Gerard guy might have been like that too, huh? But you don't need to worry about it that too much. After all, well, no matter how important or how pathetic you may be, that's the sort of people that humans are. At the very least, no matter how bad things may get, I have yet to see you back down from them or run away even once. But even that's not enough here. If my sphere winds up activating and I get swallowed up by it, I'll stop being me. How foolish that sounds. If you wind up losing yourself, you should just disappear from this world, shouldn't you? What? After all, aren't you the person who said that you're not the kind of guy who'll just die and leave his debts alone? And so I'm sure that's for someone like you right now. Oh, just trying to just survive without even thinking of a way around. I don't want to see you like that. I guess so. Guess I was too busy trying to just frantically pay off my debt here and forgot the most important thing, huh? How is it, poor man? I do occasionally say some good things, don't I? It's exactly as you say, great idiot. Although it might be I'll wind up being unable to pay back my debts here. That's fine. Just show me the way that you're going to live from now on. Good luck! After all, I'm pretty busy here, so I'll have to take my leave. Sorry, Rand, Mel, Setsuko, and Esther too. If I live the way I want to and should, I might wind up being unable to keep my promise with you guys. But I don't intend to shirk the responsibility onto someone else. So just come to this. I'll bet it all on an all or nothing gamble. Chapter 31. The Unbreakable. So Crowe Bruce is here? It's currently believed that his location is somewhere inside that base. Lady Margaret, you wait there. Once Crowe Bruce emerges, I'll count on you to watch this fight. But Gerard, Sexus is coming!
Oh, I actually get Sexus first?
2 battleships.
Well, that's an easy determination. There's no contest there.
And 20 units.
I'm genuinely surprised.
But remember, no auto deploys. Other than Crowe.
Other than Crowe.
Crowe and his crap.
Mind you, that is a pretty big auto deploy. Well, later. Not going to deploy the Zeta, because, well...
He's pretty high level.
Yeah, he's level 50. God Sigma, sure, you get a chance to go.
You don't have... Do you have any resupply units?
Die Guard.
C2 or Colin are possibilities.
True, C2 or Colin are possibilities.
After all, Colin's lagging behind in levels a bit.
Only a little bit, but sure.
Remember, the Gravian is pretty high level, too.
Oh, right, you're right. It is. It needs kills still, but level-wise, it's out there.
Turn A?
I mean, it's not like I'm going to be keeping him in the turn A. I'm ditching him as soon as I can. Getter, yes. I'm ditching him as soon as I can.
How could you abandon the Getter?
Well, that was actually just a mistake.
Your main force of enemies is down below. And have you arranged things properly for Basara?
That's what I'm trying to do right now. Alright, this should be good.
Switzerland is targeting Crowe. The fact that the enemy's strongest knight came out means they've got quite a value on this. Zexus. The only one I have business with is Crowe. I have no intention of fighting with you now. Even if you've got no interest, we do! There's no way we can allow Crowe to get taken out by you! Seems as if you know that he's able to stop... Seems as if he is your final plan to stop the zones. After all, we don't intend to let you go along with you the whole time. And to top it off, our ally's being hunted by our enemies. Is it only a matter of course to save him? If you want to fight against him, you'll have to take us on first. Very well. In the case of something like this happening, I've made my own preparations as well. Stheric Sabers have come. But doesn't look like they've got any dimensional beasts or unmanned units. Let's see. Watching over and fighting alongside the Knight of Knights is proof of a special position. There's no way we could allow that duty to be taken on by mere dimensional beasts. You all... Lord Gerard, allow us to accompany you. Understood. I have high expectations of you all. That Gerard man, he seems to be pretty well liked. A knight even amongst knights. I guess the fact that he's a Knight of Knights isn't a title just for show. And I guess the people who are going along with him now are truly befitting of the title of knight. I guess that Kevin McLaren guy we caught before was like that too. Kevin McLaren? All units, commence attack! Until Crowe arrives, we shall destroy Zexus! I won't let that happen.
And now, an Axio.
Crowe? That's the powered-up Brasta? There's no way that's right! This is an Axio with a chief specially tuned for me. Its name is the Axio Scout SP VR Maxa 2! Then I don't know about that naming sense, but don't like this coloring. If you've got time to complain, then get busy fighting. I'm specially equipped with a pile bunker outfitted rifle. That person looks pretty incredible. She's crazy as always. Is that Fox Professor? Crowe, why do you come out? We're fighting here to try and protect you. I understand your feelings. Yes, but being protected by someone else isn't my style. Have you made up your mind? I guess. Alright. I've kept you waiting, Gerard. What's happened to your Brasta? It's in the middle of repairs right now. A lot of stuff's happened. My mission was to eliminate you. No matter what your machine may be, I shall not hold back. That's quite a bit of pressure there, as expected of the Knight of Knights. The Dimensional Extractor turns my fighting spirit into strength. So I guess that means you're serious here. What a pain this is gonna be. All units, strike down Zexus! I shall be the one to claim Crowe's life. Are you really okay, Crowe? shouldn't push yourself. Just go ahead and retreat. Come on, the enemy's top's here. Here. It'd be a shame not to fight him here. I'll do what I can in order to buy him a bit more time. So, victory condition. Deal over 30,000 points of damage to the Diamud.
Okay.
Don't let Crowe die.
Okay.
Within 3 turns, destroy over 20 enemies and fulfill the victory condition.
There are over 20 enemies on the map?
There are 27.
Okay. That's significantly more than I expected.
Also, quickly check Crowe.
First, just so I don't forget. Let's go ahead and Totsuki Love Heart.
So how are you doing, Crowe?
+8 to everyone.
So the Axios got SP2. Oh hey, it's got energy recover small.
It's because
They didn't change anything from the Brasta. It's got the Brasta's equipment, it's got the energy recover,
it's got everything the Brasta had.
it's got an assault rifle, rocket launcher, and EM daggers.
Cool. And that's part of why I fully upgraded it. In case, you know, they actually did that.
Flash Edge. Flash Edge versus Boomerang versus a Pulsar. Pulsar rifle? Something like. You know, I've never been quite clear on what the Insulam robots are supposed to be. On what their mechs count as.
Meaning...
Are they real or super?
I've got to go with yes.
Oh hey, God Sigma has fortune.
Yeah, and effort. Just like the final Dan Cougar. Just like... really every super robot other than... every multi-man super robot other than the Dan Cougar. Nova. Because the Nova is weird.
It's because the Nova needs its final pilot.
Its final pilot still doesn't have that.
She's got one of them.
No.
She's got Bless.
Yes. Good to know a forehead getter. Good to know a true getter beam is enough to destroy those. Just ensure there's nothing up.
Not now, at least.
Okay, so everything is down. That's good. Yeah.
God Sigma, Baldios, and Buddy Complex because time travel. Shh, that's supposed to be a secret for Buddy Complex. You don't find that out until like the end of the show, if I remember correctly.
That's also a secret about Baldios.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, for Baldios, it's been, what, 30, 40 years? Who cares about that one? Buddy Complex is less than 10.
The main voice actor's already dead. They replaced the voice actor in this.
I thought it was God Sigma they did that for.
No, it's Baldios. They replaced the main voice actor with Tomokazu Seki. Oh, and God Sigma's enemies are secretly time travelers.
Of course, because I mean, you have to have everything you can cram in. All the time travelers you can.
Baldios secretly... This is all a time loop!
And everything we've done was meaningless.
I think these are super robots.
They're probably hybrids.
No, they're size medium, so they could be... Yeah, they're probably a hybrid.
Just like how, the EVA units are kind of hybrids. Yeah.
The EVA units are super robots wearing a real robot's skin.
Haha. Ugh.
Bit close to reality?
Possibly. No, what I thought about... I could just be totally misremembering Buddy Complex, but I thought that it wasn't, necessarily certain if it was time travel or isekai at the start. But... because, it could honestly be either. There are a number of isekai mech series. Typically with some degree of magic in them.
With the most disappointing anime being Knights and Magic.
Not what I was thinking of. I was thinking more Dunbine and I think...
No, Dunbine isn't. Wings of Rian is.
Isn't Dunbine?
No. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure Dunbine is. And then, Wings of Escaflowne, I think it is?
Visions.
Visions of Escaflowne.
I don't know if that's accurate, but I know that's the title you're looking for.
Yes, I believe that one is as well. In Isekai Mech series.
Macross people.
It's one I've thought about trying to watch, but have not found anywhere.
You're getting kind of banged up there, Gutter.
Just a bit. The Gutter's fine, it can handle that.
It's got guts.
Or does it?
If it doesn't, I can fly it back to a healer.
But remember your time limit.
3 turns.
To defeat 20 units. Really? Okay. I thought it was right next to him.
No.
It was right next to the Lelouch. I was thinking, really? You're able to use the beam cannons at that range?
Right next to good old Lulu.
Lulu and that brush. I have a feeling he does not like that nickname, but he tolerates it because surely. E.M. Dagger. Or Crowe. Huh. It does seem weird for a Sunrise series to only be in a couple of games.
I think it's just because it's not popular.
Is it not popular? I thought it was fairly.
I'm really not sure.
Will down.
Oh, that's nice.
Vaguely. Rocket launcher!
As this is just a firebug unit, isn't that?
Yeah. It's a black Axio. This world isn't your playground.
I have to say the Li-Brasta T is the best looking of them. Cut down.
Yep.
But I prefer the R to the B.
Radiant Wave Surger.
Prefer to die. No, not quite.
Overfreeze Bullet.
This is a lot of units. I know I read the whole 20 units, but it's just sort of now dawning.
Since they're all moving. Come to think of it, next week I really do need to start trying to teach you katakana.
You say this every week. Every week you forget. Okay,
Yes.
first.
Yes, but since I'm firmly
Yes,
saying
you
it here...
do.
Yes, he does. But since I'm firmly saying it here, maybe I'll actually remember this time.
Not what I meant to use. First things first.
Guts.
Yes, guts.
Guts are important.
Next, go over here. Because, quite frankly, it's too low on energy.
You could have gotten one kill first.
Yeah, could have. Wasn't fully thinking.
What are you looking for?
Well, what I was looking for doesn't exist.
Perfect.
I was looking for range up to.
Crossbone Dust. Is that what I'm reading? I can't see very well. I can't see the chat very well.
Yeah, crossbone dust. Let's be honest, there are too many crossbones to keep track of.
Huh, there's a Crossbone series ongoing right now. Didn't know that. Most recent one I'd heard of was Crossbone Ghost, but...
Which I love the ghost design.
use a lot of bullets. Well,
Where is... Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I'm just surprised that Iron Blood Orphans hasn't been in a Super Robot Wars already, but outside of the new one, the new
DD.
mobile one.
Cross Omega and DD.
But, who knows?
No.
In all honesty, there's the problem of dealing with the
Oh, wait.
protagonists, because no matter what people may think about Orphans, I really don't think they had a good group of protagonists. The main character was totally unlikable.
Go for it.
There's a reason they haven't used Orphans?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, you don't want to mix your new game and your mobile game, because you don't want to cut into the profits for either.
Sadly, you do not have. Is that Will Up 30?
Yes. Costs a ton, but it gets you instantly into zero
It's
mode.
not what I was hoping you would have, but you know what? Screw it, let's do it.
That'll hit a lot. And very hard.
I'm hoping to get 2 kills. Or at least 1. None.
But you'd weakened them a lot. And once you crush enough enemies, the Li-Brasta should come out. Actually, no, it's probably once you fulfill the condition.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
No attacks available.
Alright. Should say Totsuki love hard, but whatever.
Enemy is tougher than you'd like.
The enemies are slightly tougher than anticipated. Checking there, yeah, I'm on normal mode. Oh, that actually was enough. I didn't think it would be. I thought it went over.
So the only things T had in common with DD are Universal Sentry, because, in all honesty...
You can't escape Universal Sentry.
J would say otherwise, as it only had Seed. No.
Seed and G.
Seed and G.
Or is it Seed and Wing?
No, it had Seed and G. Because that was my first exposure to the Love Seiki Hatan Kyokan.
It is entirely my fault that my brother is a part of this community. Dialogue.
Double has Seed and Wing. Zexus. See.
It is, however, highly unusual to not have any UC.
Nor to build the new country of Islam in these lands. You are our greatest foe! Just after we send you, who defeated the Cave of Destruction, that Islam can truly be reborn. We shall not be permitted to fail a second time! You didn't do anything about Chirka there.
Actually, I did. I did, in fact.
Check Gerard.
His kill count didn't go up.
No, you were very lucky.
I guess he can't be aced. That's just to show how close to being an ace, how much of an ace he is.
I bet if you were on hard mode, he would be an ace.
Quite probably. I just didn't expect Jericho to die in a single hit.
Against someone who is the boss of bosses here?
Still, wasn't quite expecting that. Just go ahead and get rid of
a number of them. Fire phase transition cannon.
He doesn't need kills anymore, but
that does wonders for softening enemies up. Or as you were doing, just annihilating them. Shin needs kills.
yes, Shin needs kills. Most other people need kills, really. Ah, that did kill.
Oh, nice.
And he got will plus 30.
Mm-hmm. Is the element system active?
No. It's not. That's why I'm looking to see if there's anyone that I can, possibly actually kill. Because that would trip into element system.
DD has seed but no seed destiny, huh?
Yeah, you have the freedom,
Well,
if I'm remembering correctly.
I find that mildly saddening, as I like the strike freedom far better than the standard freedom, personally, but oh well.
Trust me, from my experience with DD, it's not the greatest.
Yes, you have mentioned this.
That could just be because I couldn't understand any of the story.
Could easily be. Are those ones still the fishbone battleships, or have they upgraded to a different mode? Nope, still the fishbone.
Still just fishbones. Bloody fishbones.
No, I should hope they aren't bloody. That would indicate a far larger problem.
It's just made from the core of a dimensional beast. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case.
Who knows?
Nice barrier I threw on him.
Always good. Not too much else down there.
That's where most remaining things are.
I was talking about the down to the left, in particular. Tobikage, it got a US release. Yeah, that might help it get used in more Super Robot Wars games.
Tobikage?
Tobikage Ninja Senshi or something like that. Yes, I don't fully remember. But I saw it a while back when looking at, various series.
Okay. That is not what I worried it would be.
Not a crazy map attack, but a bad one nonetheless.
That's within the realm of,
Tolerable.
He survived.
Oh, that's an interesting attack you would have used. Central Sprint. Deliberately targeting Crowe. Defend.
Yeah. I don't even know if my fully upgraded Crowe will be able
Double
to
Lancer
survive
Longbuster.
this.
Crowe Broost. Since you are pardoning the Brasta, you are no opponent for this Diamond. As expected, even in the Scottish PVR Maximum 2, it's gonna be hard. Hurry up, Chief. I've made up my mind, so hurry and get it finished!
I'm just gonna... Okay,
Literally.
survive that.
Barely.
Let's just keep defending.
Thank you for not all targeting Crowe.
Please attack the Gurren Lagann.
Hi, kitty.
This is actually almost perfect.
Almost. Overskill online. I have a very insistent cat at my feet here.
Happy Coney.
She is begging for all attention she can get. Effort. But I'm certain she does not want to show up on camera. She does not like being picked up. Not at all.
Screw it.
Should be your final ammo for that, I think.
Yeah, here's got nothing better to do. Keep spinning. Good. Good.
What a waste.
Not a waste, though. Because...
Ace.
Aced.
Movement +1 and 0 system buffed, I believe.
And he's at 170 will right now.
So he should be about as strong as he'll get.
Now the question is, who do I ace?
King Gainer or... Unlockin'.
They're both at 69 kills.
You have one... He's the only enemy left, so...
Let's go for Colonel Logan.
How about you don't move him?
What do you mean?
Just use your boomerang attack.
Oh, can I? Oh, so I can.
And now Gurren Lagann is aced as well. Will +20 on deployment, and maximum will limit +10.
Cool. That feels weird.
176 will?
Yes.
Yep.
Since I don't have try again yet.
Now you just need to deal enough damage
I
to
want to sing
draw.
at him, but I know it's a terrible idea. You know?
Kinda. Just need to deal a bit more and you should have him come out.
You know what? Screw it.
Don't. Seriously, don't. You're going to need him for healing at some point here, I'd think.
I mean, I highly doubt that. I've only got, like, 2 injured units.
Yes, but it's highly possible that more enemies will start showing up here.
Alright, let's see. Looking at that.
Just attack with whatever you think will work. Yeah, focus, not what you wanted.
Actually, it was. Because I just wanted to get up to 100% hit chance.
Oh, you weren't?
No, I was at 80%.
It was deal 30,000 damage.
Oh, it had 55,000. I thought it had 60,000.
Nope, not quite.
Wall.
Lock-on's all you can do.
Just making sure there are no other options.
Oh, come on.
Right,
Got like 100 or so.
Bit of damage. Who do I not care if they get sidelined for a turn?
I was going to say Baldios, but...
Go ahead and get sidelined for a turn.
Yeah, SR point acquired. That's... artificial dimensional beasts? But there's some types we haven't seen before. Let's see. It looks even more metallic than the ones we've seen before. Is that the perfected form? It seems to be more dangerous than before, too. Watch out, Crowe! It's targeting you! With its speed and power that much higher? Fall back! It's possible with that Axion. Even if you say that. Looks like we made in time, Crowe. It's our win. Then, the process upgrade's completed. Stop, Dimensional Beast. This is a fight between humans. It isn't something where merely winning is enough. This is no place for a mere destroyer such as you. Gerard, Crowe, get in your Brasta. Is that fine? See, even the Knight of Knights is a single knight, a single man. Thanks. But I might not be able to live up to your expectations. After all, this Brasta is something that's so new we don't even know if it'll work. I shall wait for you, Crowe. You're a decent guy. We are invaders here. I have no right to receive such words. I think it's more the country of Insulam itself that are the invaders here. But just as you say, this is a fight between humans. And as such, I pay my respects to you. Can you do it, Crowe? Having to fight without the VX will be tough. Kept you waiting, Crowe. Of course you have. Just a bit later and I would have been food for that dimensional beast. I've already finished all the preparations. All we need to do is pair you into the new systems. All that'll be after that, it's all up to you. Thanks. Let's go.
Oh, so the CDS is a thing now.
Yes. The key to victory will be the CDS. Good luck, Crowe.
The greatest system ever developed.
Inside the cockpit. Kept you waiting, huh, Brasta? No. You aren't the Brasta anymore, are you? Sorry. This debut fight of yours may wind up being your last match as well. But I decided, if I'm gonna die anyway, I'll die the way I want. I'll draw out everything I can from this sphere. Fight with my life on the line. I'm happy. You're responding to me, huh? Let's go. Li-Brasta! This is our first and final fight! Is he coming? Go, Crowe! That's the new Brasta? This is my new partner, the Li-Brasta. I've waited for you, Crowe. Ah, come on. Don't be so formal. Just call me Crowe. Very well, then. You're my final enemy. You're my final opponent. So I'll pull out all the stops here. Last opponent? Sorry, everyone, but I'm gonna use my sphere here. You finish this off in a single hit. If things come to the worst, I entrust the rest to you. Don't tell me you. If I get swallowed up by my sphere, I won't be able to think rationally anymore. Are you telling us to shoot you? But without my sphere, I can't take him down. If that's the case, I'll bet everything I've got here. I'll live the way I want. If there's someone who's gonna try and twist my desires, I'll bust right through them. Sorry, Lock-On. Can I count on you? Alright. I'll do it in a single shot so you won't suffer. What are you gonna do about Esther? If things do come to the worst, I'd like to ask you guys to take that too. Li-Brasta, I'm betting everything I have on you. Let's go, Gerard. As he's got the shadow eyes. Gerard, get out of my way.
And now,
the Li-Brasta Type R. Spigots activate! Full resonance!
pile bunker kick. Okay.
He's utilizing the VX Blazer.
That just looks like the ranged spigot, really.
I've got no hesitation left. Margaret! Don't worry, Gerard. I made sure to miss the cockpit. Crowe, you weren't swallowed by your sphere? Even while drawing out everything I could from the sphere, I was just barely able to keep myself here. Oh, it's all thanks to that special thing I equipped. The CDS. I guess so. CDS? The thing that was able to bring him back to consciousness was this noise. Honey? Don't tell me. CDS is... That's right. The coin drop system. I made use of the fact that Crowe instinctively and unconsciously responds to the sound of money. When the VX's output winds up exceeding a certain amount, we'll drop a coin inside his cockpit, and that'll snap him back to reality. It's really an all or nothing bet, but it looks like it went pretty well. Don't tell me. Even when you're being completely manipulated by a sphere, you can still hear that? That's how it seems. What the hell's with that? How much of a miser are you? I can't exactly refute that. Margaret, why did you do something so foolish? Lord Gerard, you are necessary for the future of Insalam. Being able to do something like this for you is a final pride for someone like me who had lost their way. Very well. Margaret Pistol has died here. Disappear wherever you like. Yes. Margaret. Splendidly done, Crowe. I have seen your new strength. In order to respond to that, the demon and I shall draw out all we can! Alright, let's get ready. The Unbreakable. Allow me to pay my respects to that unbreakable heart of yours. Let us go, Crowe! From here on out, it's the true battle! I feel a bit stupid, but like this, I can go full out without any regrets. Come at me, Knight of Knights! Li-Brasta and I will finish this fight! Destroy the Diamond. And we now have the Li-Brasta Type R.
And everything... Oh, it's still size M.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't get any larger.
It's actually
Armor of 1900. Mobility of 175.
That's actually pretty decent.
Range of 10. Has
Map
EA
attack.
motor cannon. Yes, you would have gotten one either way.
I'm just happy to see map attack.
Has the EA motor cannon. Reap Magna Knuckle. Reap Magnuckle. Or something like that. Interesting, that's ammo-based.
That is...
Yes, the VX Blazer map attack.
Okay, that's...
It's a far worse map attack than the other Brasta has.
That's an okay map attack.
The other Brasta's map attack is like Kira's Dragoon system. High Pressure Shooter, VX Caliber, and Spigot VXM. He's got a lot more bullet stuff than I would have thought.
Well, there's a very simple reason for that. Map attack. You're back to full health. Hey, that's still in effect. Nice.
So you have a bunch of dimensional beasts to deal with. But your only necessary thing is to destroy the Diamond.
Okay. You go running on over here.
Crowe.
Nekabsara be Nekabsara. Wow, I'm impressed.
That's
With
good
focus.
enough. He's still got an 8%.
No dialogue.
Good music has nothing to do with your homeland. Let's go!
That is a very faithfully reproduced shot of a bit of animation that is recycled over and over and
Come at
over
me even
again.
knowing it's pointless?
Well, that was unexpected.
At least he didn't die.
I wasn't expecting him to die.
O Thunder and High Pressure Shooter.
Wall.
No matter what the circumstances may be, you're my enemy.
I feel like you could give an entire Super Robot Wars of nothing but series that say Mars sucks. Series where Mars is bad.
Well, I mean, it's a lot easier than series where, say, Venus sucks or Jupiter sucks, because it's far easier for us to imagine colonizing Mars.
The only one with Jupiter that I can even think of, where Jupiter is an important plot point, is Crossbone. And that's Steel 7, I believe.
No, a lot of... Oh, Crossbone is because that's where the Zanskar Empire is located.
There really aren't that many more in Jupiter.
I don't know if it has... I can't think of many others with colonizing Jupiter, but when it comes to Jupiter being important, both 00 and, Zeta, because Papimus Scirocco is from Jupiter.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure it's Jupiter, which is the only place the topological defect for, the GN drives is developable. And now, Crowe. Show off your new attack. High Pressure Shooter.
The long-range no-movement attack.
Target set. Pierce through! Palm lasers.
This is at the very least an interesting unit.
I see, so the high pressure shooter does count as range. As long as... just like the EA motor cannon. The Excalibur or Spigots?
Let's go for Spigots.
Let's see. Crowe! Right now I can feel your strong will. So you were able to make full use of that machine. It's thanks to you. You have my thanks for being able to draw out this much from me. In that case, change that into strength. You truly are a fitting foe for me and the Tiamut. That is exactly what I desired. For someone like me who has nothing left but his pride, battle is the only way I can truly live. I don't know about what's your situation, but since I've cleared up any hesitations I had left, I'll crush those old Saisei Master. Till that happens, I can't afford to lose. Let's go, Li-Brasta. I won't hold back anymore.
As the spigot is around its shoulders rather than...
Yes, he has shoulder-mounted spigots rather than the free-floating rings or the gun barrel-mounted ones.
I'm rather surprised that this is how its finisher is.
Because this isn't his strongest attack.
The Unbreakable Fulcrum is the...
Yes.
dimensional.
Later on, we'll unlock his strongest attack, the Unbreakable Fulcrum. As befitting for the man nicknamed the Unbreakable. But that will be a while later.
Is that terrifying thing? Yeah, that terrifying
Yeah,
thing's
it's still up there. But
Let's
yes, it
attack
is weird that the Big O has not shown up in recent games, considering...
To be fair, Cartoon Network doesn't seem to care about it.
No, they do still keep rerunning it, I believe.
Do they? They just don't air it anywhere off their network.
Yeah. And I mean, I personally like the Big O quite a bit. It's definitely got the best butler I've ever seen.
That's because it's just Alfred.
Yes, and Roger Smith is basically just Batman. But hey.
I would in fact say that he's a slightly less snarky Alfred who does a bit more.
And yet he's more than willing to go out with machine gun when necessary.
As I said, who does a bit more.
Hi, Claire. My old grey cat has shown up here.
This is...
Yes, you may sit with me if you wish.
This is an attack.
Dimensional beasts. They're scary.
Alright, now to C.
HP and energy recover.
Barrier.
All dimensional beasts have barrier. Dimension flare map attack.
Wrong button.
Flame Abaddon.
And that.
Range attack. And Dimension Ripper attack.
I guess none of those are terribly strong. They're not what I'd call weak, but...
As it's using its Flame Abaddon now. They're out of range of its weaker attack. How are you, cat? Being sharp. That is how this cat is being. Did you mean to land there?
No. I almost never mean to land. Unless it's on a non-transforming unit. In which case there's a chance that I actually did mean to land.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Oh right, you're still around.
Sharp cat. You're drooling on me, girl.
So? Your point?
Never mind.
She says.
Yeah, get your battleships away from the crazy tough guy. Other than the Macross, because the Macross is possibly capable of handling itself. Or are you going to try and hit the Dimensional Beast with that?
No, I'm gonna hit him. Just check and see what.
Because I think you might be able to outrange the Dimensional Beast if you're able to hit it.
Nope.
If you had the range up, you could, but I don't know that you do.
I don't. Gotta accelerate.
Yep. Oh well.
Wall. Lock on. Just for the heck of it. That was the wrong one. That's what I meant to use.
Perfect.
Gotta love one at least.
Sharp cat. I would defend.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Oh.
These have support attack. Cool.
Or is it? Yeah, it was. Okay, so that's better than I thought. I thought it had attack again.
That broke Lelouch's barrier.
Mm-hmm. This looks to be a pretty heavily reinforced monster, huh? How mad does that scientist lady have to be to create even more dimensional beasts? It's a good question.
I'd say
answer is very.
Very.
So you've got 3 Atamons. Easy kill for Nikki Basara. Well, the fact that Maz Kaiser SKL has been sitting out... Is there anyone out there who actually likes Maz Kaiser SKL? Sort of the opinion I'd got from what I'd heard about it is that it wasn't particularly well liked. I could be wrong about that, but... that's just kind of what it seemed to me. And if it wasn't particularly well received, that would be why. Okay. So I don't particularly know. So I don't know. I have no clue why S-Scale is out. Could just be that, they don't want to... It's either they don't want to use it, or just they have no clue how to integrate its plot well. Gamer becomes game champ.
That's probably quite useful.
Plus 10 skill becomes plus 30 skill. You're gonna come over here, kitty? Planet Dance. Kitty. Yeah, the fact that it's only been used in the 3DS games probably does say a lot. Yeah.
The incredibly odd
kitty.
3DS games.
You're just going to sit there, cat? Stay in the way? Yeah. God Sigma? Can God Sigma get up there and do a secret Musoken? For the armor down?
There should be lots that can be done.
I'm just thinking that's something you would want to do first. For armor down.
One of them should have...
He has accelerate. Trinity charge?
Right, that is the thing for them. It's their unique thing that they don't get until near the end of Z3. Z1.
No. They have it from the start.
Really?
Yeah. The Trinity charge is usable from the start. Because it's using the miraculous power of Trinity energy. They don't get the big wing, or whatever it is, until the end.
Trinity Wing.
But they do have the ability to recharge with Trinity energy. Once per map. If only it was runs for resupply, but...
Okay,
that's
both
Blessing.
of them. Yeah, I was checking to see who had Blessing.
That's pretty low on energy. Yeah, that one is wall. Sudden impact. You've already got wall equipped.
Yeah, I was just making sure Ptolemaeus can also.
And remember, when you kill him, that's the end of the stage.
That's the end of the stage regardless. Everything else is dead.
Oh. Thought you might have one or two more things to deal with.
Nope. He's all that is left. Oh, I forgot to apply. That's the other thing I was planning on applying, but forgot to. Alright, now... just gotta... not kill him. Can I deal 5,000 damage in a single hit? Probably.
That's the ignore defensive skills.
And I imagine he has level 4.
No, he does not. That's command level 4.
Oh, he doesn't have prevail.
He has guard, which reduces damage by 20%, and the ultimate, which boosts hit evade rate. Hit evade crit rate.
Well, still, defense. Alright. Let's try for this. I can also always... do an additional weak attack.
You have lock-on available.
Yeah, I'm just... It should survive a single hit.
Yeah,
Just saving.
just in case.
Because I think it'll survive a single hit. Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
So, Crowe, finish it.
You can understand my concern.
Turn on the art.
Let's see what it looks like here. The only attack that's been used, but...
No, you did one other.
Right. I did the shooting.
I'm counting on you, CDS. Spigot full burst! No, full boost.
Understandable problem.
To think that I would lose? Farewell, Lord Gerard. You were a true knight. De-extractor acquired.
Oh, actually?
Mm-hmm.
6 levels.
Yep. That's my victory, Gerard. Crowe, what gives you such strength? I have things that I'm bearing. Till I can get them taken care of, I can't afford to lose. For me, it was my knightly pride. Pride, huh? There was a time when I thought I'd like to have that. It truly was a splendid battle. As befitting of my final one. Hugh. But I cannot afford to give this Diamond over to my enemies. Farewell, Crowe! And Zexus. I shall not forget you! Gerard. That guy was actually pretty good. Even though he was an enemy, he was pretty incredible. Leave it at that for now. After all, that man didn't seem to want words of praise. Then what should we say? Isn't it obvious? Gerard Gars-Bantel, we won't forget your strength. Palace in Salam, Bridge. Gerard? I apologize, Your Highness. Gerard Gars-Bantel. I was not able to fulfill my duty. You could talk later. We need to fix your wounds. It's fine. How rude are you, Lord Gerard? To think that you would dirty His Highness's throne with your blood. Silence. Gerard, Your Highness. See, everything that you've done to this day, I believe it is splendid. However, Your Highness, what shall determine the fate of Insalam from here on out is not kindness, but strength. I know, so, Your Highness, turn that kindness into strength. It's fine already, Master. Why would you go that far to my wife? My child. When I heard they had died, you were the one who wept in my place. Back when everyone was filled with rage and despair, you alone were the one who cried for someone else's sake. You may think of that as weakness, but for someone who stands above all the citizens, the most important thing is something you already have. Gerard, Your Highness, the title of Knight of Knights, and the Diamond I shall return them. It is a bit late, but I wish to nominate Wayne Riptel as my successor. What are you saying at a time like this? Gerard! You can't die, Gerard! Dust to dust, and ashes to ashes. Wayne, protect His Highness, and become stronger. And Your Highness, bring forth the future. For in... Gerard! Chicago. Scott Labs hangar. Hey everyone, looks like I made you worry. As everyone is just staring. What's with this reaction? I mean, heroes returning triumphant. Shouldn't there be something more exciting than this? Who are you calling a hero? Everyone was worried about you. After all, you're the possessor of a sphere, aren't you? That's right, isn't it? Even so, that's as the usual for you, isn't it? In other words, your desire to repay your debt? That was even stronger than that sphere's curse, huh? I thought you were a stingy guy, but to think you'd be that stingy. He really does love money, doesn't he? Hey there, miser! Come on. Don't praise me so much. What the hell makes you think that's praise? It's impossible trying to reason with him. That's the kind of man he is. But thanks to your efforts, Crowe, we were able to take out Islam's strongest knight. With this, the battle against Islam should grow much easier. Your spot inside the squadron hasn't changed as always. After all. But hey, if I'm able to pay off my debt, things might change in an instant. For someone like me who was able to master my sphere, it's not impossible.
About that.
I believe in you. I believed you'd be able to do it. Chief. Back when you were in Firebug, you were able to suppress your heart to the absolute minimum. But still wound up keeping it alive. For someone like you, I had absolute faith you'd be able to survive. Thanks, Chief. Don't worry about it. By the way, I've got a message from our beloved idiot. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him around since before. He already went ahead and left. Said he was off to start some new business. I've heard that poor people have it rough, but it looks like the rich do too, huh? Yes, and this is a message from that rich guy. Let's see. I'm freeing you of your debt. What? Think of it as a reward for seeing the way you chose to live. Thanks to that, your debt to him is now 0. Alright. Alright! With this I'll be able to focus on saving Esther and stopping the zones. What are you saying? Huh? Your debt to the idiot may have ended, but you've still got to pay me back. The Li-Brasta's upgrade... It's total about 2 million G. Even so, half of it will be taken on by the lab. Isn't that nice of us? You're the one who wanted us to upgrade the Brasta. Be sure to pay it back. Wait a minute. I didn't hear anything about this upgrade costing money. Oh, come on. I never said it would be free. At any rate, with the Li-Brasta's completion, my research is advanced to a new phase. And after all, you just need to keep working as a buster. No. And besides, you could just give up on being a buster. In that case, the Li-Brasta will go back to being part of the labs, and you'll have no personal debt to deal with. But what about your saying that I'm an important person to you? You're just getting things wrong on your own, aren't you? After all, what I meant by that was that for the sake of my research, you're an important pilot for me. And so, get ready to pay up. Of course. Or rather than a severance fee if you'd like leave, I'll give you a single Scout SP. So what'll you do? Is he getting swallowed up by a sphere again? I think he's being swayed a lot, but I don't think it's that. Oh, brilliant! What a brilliant retort! He's being mentally broken down at this time and you guys are joking about it? So, what shall you do, Crowe? If you want to, you can keep on being a buster and work that way to pay off the debt. I'll do it. You're too quiet. Please let me do it! Alright, with that our next contract is complete. Be sure to pay it all off. Alright, my research has cleared one wall now. I think I'll be able to do a bit more research into those zones now. But something I can't believe has happened yet again. Thanks to that crazy night guy, I was able to make a miracle happen. But I'm in debt once again. Well, it's something you decide to do, isn't it? Quit complaining about it. That's right. After all, if you didn't have your debt to deal with, you might get swallowed up by your sphere again. That's right, but... Let's see. By the starter for the CDS there was my treat. Don't worry about it. Treat, huh? One of the top 3 favorite words. Oh, right. See. It's not for the sake of confirming who I am, for the sake of what I need to be. What I need to do. I'll happily take on that debt. Oh, by the way, I've got one more thing from our beloved idiot. About the VX's origins. Apparently it was something that was given to him by Elgin Roddick. What? And in addition, Representative Elgin didn't say a single word about where he got it. Representative Elgin had a sphere? That guy, man, who on earth is he? While acting as the head of the Peace Preservation Council, well, he was able to give something incredible to the Axion Company. And he's a part of the current Earth Federation army as well. We're gonna have to meet him at some point. Mr. Maragi, I've got urgent information! What's wrong, Felt? Let's see, the country of Jarbian... Talbians... South America's had its capital attacked and is destroyed! What? The Federation Army? No. The A-Laws? To think that they would prepare something like that. With this, the world will start to move again. Clear one hurdle and yet another comes up. Both my life and the world are the same. Crowe boost. Remaining debt. 2 million G.
Alright.
So, we have plenty of time to go on to a new stage here, but
it's a route split.
Dimensional Extractor. At above 130 will, plus 200 attack, and plus 150 armor.
Nice.
we have to decide. Are we going to go out to space, or are we going to stay on Earth? It is a good question. I will disappear here for just a moment.
So I'm not sure if we're actually doing another stage or not. Pick up an armor up. I guess I'll give it to the Destiny. Really don't know what to do. That might be worth the upgrade.
Alright.
I'd say we should probably cut for now.
So, yeah, probably a good idea for right now. So, saving a separate slot. Alright, so, we're going to go ahead and cut here for now. We'll come back next Monday, and I'll go ahead and put up another poll here for what route split we should take. So, once again, sorry everyone for how short things have been this week, getting through a single chapter and missing a day, but we'll definitely try to be better about it next week. I hope that you all have enjoyed this so far, are happy with the choice of Crowe's upgrade here, and I look forward to seeing you all next Monday when we get to see if we're going to space or not. Until then, farewell.
See you.